Hello and welcome to the Microsoft Excel application course. In this video we will look at the final part of the components of Excel window or environment. So let us begin by pulling out our workbook. So here we go, and we're in sheet 1. We move to here. So we will start with looking at the vertical scroll bar. Now the vertical scroll bar consists of the vertical down arrow and the vertical up arrow and the scroll button for the vertical. Now if I want to go down because I'm at the top of the first row of my sheet, I can use the vertical down to scroll down, and when I do that, please look at the movement here. So we're here at the end, row 23. So if I keep doing that, you see that everything is moving up. The button is becoming smaller, and you can move up. Moving down. We've been moving down with the down button, and then you can also go up with the vertical scroll up button until you get to the end at the top. And you can also move up and down using the button itself by just moving it up and down. So let's go down again, and let's make the button smaller, and we can click on it, hold it, drag it up and drag it down. So in this way it's faster to go up and down. So that's about the vertical scroll bar, the buttons and the arrows. The other one is the horizontal, which you can move along the row to different columns. So the vertical takes you to different rows, the horizontal takes you to different columns. So I can go to the right here by clicking the right arrow on the horizontal side, and you see that this is also moving towards the right column, and I can do the same with the left and with the right again, and I can use the button here to go left, right, left. Okay, so that's about the vertical and the horizontal scroll bar. The other thing we want to talk about is the zoom tool. Now the zoom tool is what you find here, beginning from the minus sign, called the zoom out, and the zoom itself, and the zoom in, and then the zoom level. Now with the zoom out, if you click it, then what happens is that you minimize the view of your sheet, which means you can see more columns and rows. For example, we are now at 90, so each time you change using the zoom out or the zoom in, the level changes, and then you can look at the column and the row and see that you can either see more columns and row or less. So if we keep decreasing by zooming out, so you see there are more rows and more columns, but then the text becomes smaller and tells you that the zoom level is smaller. And if you want to increase that, you can use the zoom in, and that increases the zoom level, and then you have less number of rows and columns displayed, but you have a better view of what you can see. So it depends on what you want. And you can also do that with the zoom bar here. Just by clicking on it, I click and hold my mouse, and I can go towards the zoom out, or I can go towards the zoom in, make it bigger, but I will go back to 100 to zoom level. Okay, and another way is I can go directly to the zoom level. I click on it, brings out the box, and I can choose which percentage of zoom I want. So if I go to 200, it's like zooming in to make it bigger, and I click OK. and go back, say 50, makes it smaller, and you see this is changing with it, and I can go back and I will just type what I want, for example in the custom by saying 100. I click OK. So that's how you use the zoom tool here. And the other items we will talk about are the views, the view modes. So there are a number of views you can put your Excel sheet in. Normally Excel comes in default normal view or mode, and there are two others next to it, like the page layout and the page break view. So let's click on both of them and see what they look like. So for page layout, if I click my sheet 1, this is how the page layout looks like. And for my sheet 2, it doesn't change because the effect is only on sheet 1. So I go to sheet 1 again and I go to page break, and this is what page break looks like. So recommended, unless you know what you want to do with each of these views and you're very experienced with Excel, it is recommended you stay on the normal view. So I will go back to the normal view, and there you are. So with this information, we have come to the end of this video, and also we have come to describing the components of the Microsoft Excel application window. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next videos to continue other topics.